And you've been telling us about how it all began and a little bit about the style that you've perceived in Athens. Has it actually changed in the last few years that you've been going to also events like Meet the Market, which is sort of a market with second-hand clothes? Have you seen that people are actually trying things that they weren't trying before?
I see that people try to trust bazaars, while before I think they didn't like so much second-hand clothes, for example. I don't know why. I think that has to do with our mentality that if you wear used clothes, maybe it's bad luck or it's dirty. But now I see this change and I see young people shopping from bazaars. For example, I was yesterday in a vintage bazaar here in Gazi, and I saw people trying to put things in their outfits that are from other decades and maybe used, but give something to their dressing. That's what I've noticed, and that in bazaars I see a lot of creative people that don't have the opportunity to show their things and their creativity in a shop, for example, because that's difficult for them economically. So they have the opportunity to show their things, and people meet them, get known to them, and maybe this is what's changed, that you can see this and you can find them easily. It's a gathering of creative people. And I want to say about the Meet the Market that I like the fact Alison organizes this, and she does a very good job, because she picks people that she has a lot of things, jewelry, accessories, clothes, food, music, and I see that there's quality. And people say, when I put photos in my blog, people ask, oh, where did you find this? And we want to participate, and it's nice. And people that make things, and people that want to buy such things. So that's what changed for me, that people are more organized and creative people try to come together and show their things.
So it's not any longer just walking into expensive shops and buying what's made commercially in a factory. It's actually buying things that are individual pieces, or from the 70s or 50s, or even before that sometimes if you're lucky, and creating a much more individual style.
Yeah, but of course there's the other part that shops from chain stores and just adds an accessory that maybe makes a difference. And there are many of them from what I see in the streets.
So what about this whole economic crisis? Do you think it's going to change the way Greeks shop because they can no longer afford expensive clothes?
I think it already changed this. I see more people in bazaars than in expensive shops. And I see that people don't care anymore about brands and to show off with brands. This has changed, because before I saw that a lot of people invested money just to show their status in expensive clothing or accessories. Now I don't think they care so much.
So in Athenswears, as you mentioned earlier, you actually interview the people about how they express themselves. And this is quite a sociological approach, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I do it. I like it that way. Before I had only time to just photo them. I was too shy to ask them, and then I realized that the most important thing is to know about it. Not only a photo, just to know how they think. So I have an interview. I have some questions in my mind and just ask them whatever I think it's appropriate for them.
What are the most interesting things you've discovered about people because of the way they dressed?
A lot of things that I would never think of, like the mood. It has to do with their mood. For example, I asked one, how are you dressed today? What mood are you? And he said, I'm on a wandering around mood. And really, he was wearing clothes for a walk. And I see that they have their own way of thinking how to choose their clothes. For example, as I said, the girl that wears things from her journeys abroad, she likes traveling, she wants to have this nice feeling when she's
I'm wearing
out.
my tight Hill Tribe top today.
Well, that brings you a nice feeling. What else? Other people just get confused while I say, where are you influenced from? And they say, where influenced from? The most usual thing is from fashion TV or from what other people wear. But there are some that are influenced from music. And what else? Well, a lot of strange things I've noticed. That's a new thing, so I'm just gathering information, so I don't know. I'm not into it so much. But I'm trying to to put more, to have more information.
Have you picked up like a sort of code between tribes of fashion tribes in a way in Athens? Like in the past there was a sort of rock music fans who used to dress in a certain way, or heavy metal fans who dressed in a certain way, or punk or whatever. Have you seen that existing today?
Well, it exists, but I think I remember when I was younger, it was much, but now it's not. I think that people kind of turned into whatever. Everyone has some things from a lot of groups. For example, a person can wear something that a swing dancer would dance, but he's not into that group. So, and add another element from something else, another fashion. So it's kind of mixed. I don't see this so much now.
What about your own personal style? How would you express that?
Well, I'm moody. I like colors. I like wearing things that suit my body type and take out the best of me, but I also get influenced. It's like a creative process. When I feel good, I want to put something nice and feel even better. When I feel bad, I try to make it...
Black.
Yes. No, black, I hate black.
Really?
I wore it too much when I was young, and now I kind of don't like it.
Yeah, they say black
go to brown.
is the color of being static, like not moving, basically.
And I saw a lot of black this year. This winter was all black and grey for Athenians, for example.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, tell us more about the main trends you noticed through the season.
Trends. Okay, leggings. Legacy fashion. Everybody wears leggings. Black leggings, black leather boots, and black on top. It's a fine, but too much black, and maybe some grey. When I see colors, I go to them fast.
What's the most surprising outfit you've ever seen?
Oh, I've seen a lot, but not a lot. Surprising. Well, it was this girl. I didn't have time to photograph her. It was yesterday. That's why I remember. She was wearing big high heel shoes, were really weird, and boots, big high heel boots, and they were peep-toe. But it was so weird. I mean, because the rest of her appearance was conservative, let's say, and the boots were
What color were
were
they?
crying out, you know, black and red. I know, it was really weird. I think
You couldn't even focus on
Yeah,
them.
but-
They were too trippy.
yeah, it was eccentric because everything else was normal, and you know what? The shoes. But I've seen lots, and I don't remember something. Especially in the fashion week, we had this theme, and we had a lot of shoes that we noticed that were really weird, and I saw them before 2 years, and now they're in fashion, for example.
Well, women love their shoes, don't they?
Yes.